go through a little something together. I wish we could split screen each other. I don't know how to do that.
I
So
can, yeah.
all I so oh, there, I can see you now. I can see you in a cup, maybe yeah, just a couple of people. So uh everyone for joining and donating to the temple and for this wonderful occasion for us to all be together. Um, Rabbi, did you want to speak about anything first before we kind of go?
Well, I mean, I want to thank you for being here this afternoon, and I think that this really ties into the end of our just last program, which is taking care of ourselves. That we've all been sitting in front of our screens for quite some time now, so having an opportunity to move around a little bit, to stretch, to take a moment for some gratitude as well. I think that keeps us healthy spiritually and physically as well, which are things we need to consider. And so traditionally we start with a modeh ani, an offer of a prayer of gratitude when we start in the morning. But why not start with a little bit of gratitude, and then I'll let Andrea take over. Modeh ani lefanecha. We are listening to our bodies. We are ready for prayer. I don't know if you can hear us. You can take over.
So find a nice, comfortable seat. Maybe cross-legged. If that isn't good for you, then go ahead, maybe lie down on your back, depending on how your body feels. I'm going to go ahead and sit on my knees. That feels a little bit better for me. And bring your hands on your legs and turn your palms to face up. So as we turn our palms to face up, we're ready and here and available to just receive the energy that is around us, even though we may not be in the same room together. That's the biggest gift of yoga and the understanding of the body and the energy is that you can even close your eyes and not even be seeing anyone or anything, but actually feel the the energy and the spirit within you. And that's how Judaism and yoga definitely link together, because we know that when we're not together in synagogue, we are still together as one, praying as one at these times. So place your hands, palms up, take your thumb and your index finger to touch, and just let your other three fingers relax. To take a nice big breath, and we'll begin to move a little bit to get some movement. But for now, it's really important to close your eyes. When we take the thumb and index finger together, what we're doing is we're uniting the individuality with the community. So we've brought ourselves as an individual and everything that we know and everything that we are, and bringing it together with our community, which is all of you and all of us together. It's really important to think about and to really understand. It's just a nice. So close your eyes and we'll just take a few breaths together. So letting all of your air come out. So exhaling everything out, soften your shoulders. And then take a breath in through your nose. Exhale to release and let go. Gratitude of joy. We lift the chest, open up the heart a little more. And then as we exhale, we let the breath come out through the mouth and just calm ourselves here. Full breath in through the nose. Exhale to release and let go. From here on the next prayer, and then I'll take us to a sun salutation if you'd like.
Thank you. Our Yotzer or prayer offers us a reminder to connect with the light and darkness of the world around us and with the creator of all things. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or vorei choshech oseh shalom uvorei et hakol. Blessed are you, holy presence of the universe, creator of light and darkness, fashioner of all things.
Ourselves onto an all four position. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, just a little bit of a warm up before we start up. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Just set your feet down nice and softly onto the mat. And then gently drop your belly with a slight bend in your elbows and lift your heart to look up. Feel your spine just open up, or actually feel the front body open up and the spine to press down. Then as you exhale, round through your spine. So tuck your chin, and now we let the spine elongate into a rounded shape. Good. Drop the belly. Inhale, lift your heart, opening up the chest. Big breath in. And exhale to round the spine and tuck the chin. We drop the belly one more time. Big breath here. Press through the palms and round. Good. Tuck the toes and take one more round. So tuck your toes, drop the belly, really stretch the feet, soles of the feet, shoulders back. And then exhale to round and tuck the chin. Good. From here, we're going to go ahead and walk our hands back and then take a backwards forward fold at the back of your mat or wherever, whatever space you're at. So your feet are separated hip distance, and let your head be heavy. Bend your knees and release your back. Grab a hold of your elbows and then just let yourself hang heavy and sway side to side. So don't hold your head up at all. In and out through your nose. The elbow. So just move that hand around. So grab your elbows in a different way and just take another little sway. Back at the center, release your hands down and roll yourself all the way up to stand. Good. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good. Back again. One more time. Back and down. Your mat. Right. Prayer. Should I do our Surya Namaskar or our sun salute?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you before, so I introduced it already, so it's all you.
Your mat, I'm just going to face you so you can see me. Bring your feet together. Good. On an inhale, lift your arms all the way up to the sky. So we're reaching for the light, just like Rabbi talked about. Reaching up for the light, and we let it shine on us as we bend our elbows and open up the chest. Good. Inhale to lift the arms nice and tall. And I'll turn to the side so you can see. You'll exhale and forward fold. So you can bend your knees to come all the way down. Bring the hands down as best as you can get to. And then inhale, halfway lift. So bring your hands to your shins, your knees, your quads. Pull your chest forward, nice flat back. And then exhale, bend your knees if you need to. Set your hands down on the mat and step your feet back into an upper push-up. Good. From here, drop your knees. Shift forward, take a breath, and lower yourself all the way down onto your bellies. Good. As you inhale, elbows in, lift your chest, forehead down. Good. Either on your knees or not, you know what you need. Good. Lift up into that push-up and then press back into downward facing dog, where your feet are hip distance and your hands are shoulder width apart. Good. From here, walk your hands back to your feet, all the way up to stand. Roll down, I'll face you again one more time. Both arms up, reach high. This time we're going to take a side bend. So you're going to go over to your right, dropping your right arm down, left arm goes over. Yep, so it's going to look opposite of me. Good, stretch, get through the that left side. Good, then come all the way up, take a breath. As you exhale, back bend or just cactus the arms, but this time I want you to turn to your right and take a twist. Your right hip pressing forward, just opening up as you twist. Then come back to center and both arms come all the way up. Take another breath. Exhale over to your left. So opposite of me, you're going to go to your left. So your right arm's reaching over. Good. Stretch nice and long. And then come all the way up again on an inhale. Good. Goal post your arms. You exhale. And then you're going to twist again now to your left. Keep your left hip pulling forward. Forward again. Inhale, both arms come up, deep breath. And then exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down once again. So you forward fold, feet are together. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands onto your shins. Take a breath. Exhale to step back into that upper push-up one more time. Breath, drop your knees, lower all the way down to your bellies. Lift the chest, elbows are in, and lower the forehead down. Good. Press up back into your push up, maybe stay on your knees, and then go back to the downward facing dog. Your heels down and stretch, and exhale, bring your hands back to your feet. Come all the way back up. Good. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good. Front of your mat, and we'll just do that one more time. So back to the front of your mat. Inhale, both arms up. Right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, goal post your arms. In to the right. Center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, to the left. Inhale, both arms tall. Exhale, elbows. In to the left. Center. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Stay facing forward. Good. Inhale, halfway to lift. Hands on shins, fingertips. Exhale, step back into your upper push-up. Shift breath. Lower in your body all the way down to the mat. Cobra, maybe stretch a little further. Exhale, lower the forehead down. On your knees or not. Lifting up back into downward facing dog. Hands back to your feet. A little bit easier for us to find our way to roll all the way up to stand. Your mat, and then we'll see what Rabbi DePaula would like to do to pray.
Since so much of this morning is about finding healing, I thought it would be nice if we offered this blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings wholeness and healing to all of us. I hope you all are finding some wholeness and healing this morning and this, now it's afternoon as part of Shabbat.
Going through another pose.
I think we have time for that if you'd like to.
Find your way at the front of your mat. Bring your feet together. Now, if you have back issues, go ahead and keep your feet separated hip distance. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to show you the side view. You're going to bend your knees and get as low as you can to touch your mat. Good. Arms up, and we'll come into chair pose. I'm going to come back to face you. So the heels are heavy, your toes are light. Here, feel the strength in the body. And then bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, and press your palms down. Good. Together, we'll lift the arms all the way up on an inhale, and then exhale over to your right. So I'm going to mirror you this time. So all the way over to the right. Come back up. Exhale over to the left. Up, we find chair pose, split the palms. Then as you lift yourself up, straighten your legs, bring both hands on your heart. And from here, we take a deep breath in through your nose. We find the peace. Exhale. Breath. And breath in. Come back into chair. I'm just going to face this way. So sit your hips down, arms come up. Good. From here, you're going to stand all the way up, bring your hands to your heart, and take your left leg and step it back. So now you're coming into warrior two. Your left heel is back, Your right toes are forward, your hands are at your heart. So if this feels okay, stay here. If you want to go a little further, extend your arms long. Sitting nice and tall. Good. So that's an oxymoron because we're not really sitting, but we're pressing low into our legs, but our torso and our chest is very tall. We're open to possibilities. We allow ourselves to be vulnerable to what is to come. As we talked about, the light, the dark, the sadness, the joy, there always has to be both. So as a community and as one, we can find those two together, let them intermingle and understand that they coexist and it's okay. Good. Take one. Then straighten out both legs, turn your toes in. Good. So now facing the left side, take a breath and just fold forward for a nice stretch on the backs of your legs. Good. We won't stay here too long. Just here. And all the way up. Heart. And then turn the left toes out and the right toes in. And now you're back to warrior two facing the opposite side of your mat or your space. Good. So just know where you are is where you are. You're just fine if you're not even looking at your camera. Good. Or your phone or your device. Good. Sit nice in the legs. As we hold, the answers always come when we are in stillness, when we stop, when we meditate, when we pray, when we sit solemnly and slowly as within ourselves is when actually all the things come to mind. Good. Take one more breath. Then stand up, turn your left toes back in. Now you're facing the left side of your mat. And exhale to fold. Last one. One more inhale. Back to the front of your space, wherever you are, bring both feet together. Just gonna face you. And roll all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders back and down.
Before we conclude, I thought it would be nice that this was our collection of prayers from our body that we could share this afternoon, so that we pray Yihiyu l'ratson imre fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Oh God, may the words of our mouths and our lips and our hearts and our arms and our legs and our backs be acceptable to you, oh God.
Out here. So on an inhale, lift both arms up. We're going to use all of our bodies, reaching up, arms reach wide, big breath. Bring your hands to your heart and then slowly bend your knees and find yourself back into a seat. Good. Stretch here. You're going to set your feet down. Bring your hands behind you. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee so we can get a stretch through the right hip. So some of us are going to be right here, but we're not going to slump low. We're going to sit up tall. Some of us may be able to bring that left foot in a little bit more, maybe walk the hands a little bit more, maybe bring ourselves really close and feel that stretch through the right hip. We'll just take a couple breaths so we can actually feel our hips open as we're allowing all of our body to be used here. The belly is pulled in, the shoulders are back, your arms are holding you up. Your legs are stretching, your hip is opening. Take one more breath in. Good. Then exhale, move yourself back so you can get out. Take your right leg out to the side, pull your left foot in. Take your right hand down, and then just take your left arm over your ear for a stretch. We'll do the other side. So bring your hands behind you. Right foot comes down. Left ankle comes over the right knee. Sit up nice and tall, pull the foot in, lifting up, flex the left foot. Good. Make sure you're feeling it. You're not just kind of hanging out. You're here and present and feeling the stretch. Chest is long, belly is in. Wind, left leg goes out to the side, right foot comes in. Take your left arm down, right arm up and over. Here. Yeah. Rabbi, do I have time to take them down onto their backs?
Yes, you do. That can be our conclusion.
Prayer.
Yes.
Go down. Roll all the way down onto your backs. Come on. Good. Down by your sides. Walk your heels in. Your feet lift all the way up. Good. Hands underneath. Press. Down. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And then or as wide as your space, just take them wider than your hips because you may not be on a mat. And then just take your knees side to side. So we just get a little rotation through the torso. We end here with a little Shavasana. I'm going to give you an option. Your legs can come long, arms down by your sides, or you can bring the soles of your feet together, your knees come out wide, but wherever you are, I want you to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. I want you to connect with your breath and your body. And anything you like to say here, a closing prayer for peace, that'd be awesome.
I'll chant the priestly blessing at this point as a way of closing, that may you find blessing and God's presence through the rest of your Shabbat and a sense of peace. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav v'yihuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and watch over you. May you feel the warmth of God's presence in your life. May you find wholeness and peace. May you find that this Shabbat. And thank you so much for this presentation, for walking us through these mindful, prayerful movements.